I'm Mr. X and this is the Xtreme Channel. If this is your first time here, you probably have a few questions. If this is your 100th time here, you probably have some as well. Mr. X, why do you look so thrashed? Well, I just got back from a family vacation. We do it 4 to 5 times a year. No, it was not at my favorite place. It was not in Tahiti, which I love. That's my favorite place. But I'm going to do a video on where we went in a few weeks. It's going to be my first time actually reviewing a resort, but I think it's going to be part of the channel. Your second question would be, what the hell am I watching if you're new to the channel? Well, go ahead and subscribe now, and you can unsubscribe if you don't like it. But this is about extreme stuff, and I went crazy in November, as I usually do. So let's find out why I went crazy and why I went broke. Hi, I'm Mr. X and this is the Xtreme Channel. As I said in the intro, this is why I went broke in the month of November 2019. It's about all the extreme collecting purchases that I made, and I went fucking nuts. So let's just jump right in, and if this is your first time viewing this video, go back and watch the previous months because you may think this is nuts. Check out before. But first of all, we're going to jump into some Omnis that I bought. I am buying them faster than I can read them, which is really unfortunate. Thankfully, I got a shitload read while I was on vacation. Again, why I look thrashed. But picked up the Fantastic Four Omni, one of the original stories in Marvel. Very excited to get to this someday, to see the tie-ins to Surfer. Surfer's my favorite character. Not really a huge fan of the rest of the four, but I do like them quite a bit. They're just not some of my favorite characters. And when I say that, I literally mean that. They're not my favorites. Next one, and the shipping label's still in the front, so I'm just going to show you the spine here. I got Lucifer, a brand new Omni that just came out. I know it's not the same as the show, but I love the show that's on Netflix now that they took off the air. And I love stuff like this, Mephisto, Lucifer type stuff. Really excited to get into this. I don't know if I'm going to get into it anytime soon. Then the other one that hasn't arrived yet, but I did buy in the month of November, is Daredevil Shadowlands. If you guys didn't catch it, I bought the Daredevil Shadowlands variant. Got me really curious. I saw him, check this picture out right here. I saw him on a throne. So I'm like, might be kind of cool. See how badass that comic is. See how badass Daredevil can really be. So those are the Omnis I bought. They ran you know, 70, 100 bucks each. I don't even remember anymore. So that's the first category on why I went broke, and we're going through this super fast because there's a lot to cover and you guys are going to be shit floored. So next, we're actually going to talk about hashtag restraint. We're going to talk about this at the beginning because this should always be the first thing in your mind. If you're new, hashtag restraint means things that the old Mr. X would have purchased instantly, but I was able to resist. So the first one, I love Aliens, Alien Predator. That's going to be a huge part of my collection, especially in my end game. So I really wanted Prime One's Queen Alien wall art. This piece right here, I think it looks fantastic. I think it looks better than the HCG one that I have. Here's a picture of the HCG one, and I have reviewed that obviously. But I didn't like the scale of it, it was a little bit too small, so we did hashtag restraint. Also, speaking of Alien Queen heads, is check this out from Sideshow. Sideshow released this from the Mythos line. I have a huge wall of creature busts, so this was very difficult to restrain, but I'm very proud of myself. Has some of my favorite things, aliens and busts. You know what I'm saying, busts. You can tell how excited I am. I missed you guys. I missed you. Next, from Sideshow, some new Court of the Dead pieces they released. I have Court of the Dead at my office. I have a number of pieces. I have 1 or 2 more coming. So check this one out right here. I can't even remember the name of it while I'm filming this. And then here is the other one. And then another one, I've had my eye on this for a long time. You guys may or may not know I have a 90s nostalgic cartoon display. I wanted Voltron. Right here, Voltron, I saw 3 or 4 great deals on him under retail, and I saw an even more amazing one this morning, ironically. But I am practicing hashtag restraint for space purposes, and if he's selling way under retail, then chances are he's not holding his value very well. Then the last one is my Star Wars collection is really growing, and eventually it's going to be right behind the camera. It's in another room right now, but I really need a Luke Skywalker, but I want a Jedi Knight Luke, but the best Luke Skywalker out there is probably the XM Luke Skywalker. Go check out Gina B Collecting for her awesome review on this. But awesome piece. I was able to get him for a good deal, but I didn't. It was hashtag restraint, baby. That's what we're about. And then we have a new segment we're going to add to this channel that kind of ties in with hashtag restraint. We're going to call it canceled orders. What? Mr. X is canceling POs? The fuck I am. It's happening. First one, Prime 1, Justice League, Superman. So I'm not a hater and I don't freak out by pictures, but I just wasn't happy with this. I think it's the translucent skin, even though I like that on a lot of pieces. So it has nothing to do with the armpits. I'm cool with that, but I went ahead and canceled him. And along with that, that kind of defeats me getting the whole 1/3 Justice line. I actually have Aquaman at my office. I need to go pick him up, which I don't think he'll have aired yet, because I'm going to review him honestly. But I'm not a big fan of the Flash, and I only got him because I was completing the line. So I have canceled this guy as well. And I did lose a no reserve deposit. I think it's like my second time ever. I couldn't weasel my way out of it. So I did lose $100, but it's better than getting a statue that I probably won't be able to resell. Then another one I canceled this morning because not only was it delayed, but it was not really going to go with where I want to go with my end game. I'm only buying stuff now that will go with my end game, but it was the quarter scale Black Manta statue from Prime 1. So I was able to cancel him because he was delayed and get my money back. Went ahead and did that. Now we're getting to the good part. What did I blow all my money on statue collecting related? Shit, hold on. I had to categorize it because otherwise it was too confusing and just all over the place, so you're going to dig this. So my first category of why I went broke statue related stuff is thrones. We bought a whole bunch of thrones, and the really thing I'm excited about, tomorrow's video, Xtreme Expos, we're going to talk about what's arriving in December. We have a bunch of thrones arriving. Not these ones, but different ones. So first one I bought is from Prime 1 Studios in Blitzway, a collaboration from Game of Thrones, Daenerys. Super excited about this. I do have a Drogon statue that I've reviewed before. Go check that out. But this looks fantastic. I think they fixed the head sculpt. It's still not 100% likeness, but it's just a badass statue and you don't question where it's from. Another one may or may not qualify as a throne is the Spider-Man Mary Jane Comiquette. Another one they fixed the portrait on, and I think it was a decently affordable price. I know it's 1/5, but it's still a nice piece. It'll go with my throne collection, which will be part of my end game. And this next piece, probably the most excited thing I'm excited for, and it'll come in 4 to 8 weeks, and I will review it, is tons of us have been on the fence about this badass thing because it is so freaking expensive. It's like $1,300 plus $200 shipping. This is going to be my new chair for YouTube. I'm very excited to get it. I've been doing hashtag restraint for probably a year since the original one came out. So you're going to see me sitting in it when I get it, and I will also review it for all you guys that are out there on the fence. So next category, I guess we only have 3 categories. Tomorrow is what we have, like 12 categories, because as much shit as I bought in November, I have more than that arriving in December. So if you're watching today, make sure to tune in for tomorrow. Or if it's the future, just look at the next video I released. You can see how excited I am. By the way, it's 4 in the morning. And there's just water in there. I'm not an alcoholic, just for the record. Alcoholics need drinks all the time. I have drinks, I don't need them. Let's jump right into our licensed purchases. So these are pieces that are licensed traditionally from the big companies that are out there. Let's see, we got Iron Studios I bought from, Prime 1, something from Weta, interesting. Queen Studios, Sideshow, HCG, F4F figures or whatever they're called. So I was kind of all over the place. Traditionally it's mostly, and there's no XM? Shit. I must be slacking. But anyway, let's jump right in. First piece, as most of you, I jumped on board. I broke one of my rules. I don't know where this is going to go, but I'm moving into a new office in 6 months, so I'm going to probably put it there because I don't know what the layout's going to look. But the Iron Studios Sentinel Diode number 1, I don't know if I'm going to get 2 or 3. I'm really liking 2 a lot, the one with Magneto, but gonna get number 1 for sure. And kind of along with that, I bought the 1/10 Professor X statue. I saw this set up with the dial at one of the pictures from the cons, and he's kind of controlling the X-Men, helping people out, so the base is very similar. It'll fit right in. Also, from Prime 1 Studios, I bought the 3 Pennywise heads from their half scale. I did not buy the Pennywise itself for 2 reasons. I don't like the hands and I don't like the balloon, and if I'm going to spend that much, I have to love it. But I love all these heads. They're going to look fantastic next to my tweeter head Pennywise, kind of that in the middle and these 3 surrounding it. And that's going to be in my horror case right behind me, guys. So you will probably always be looking at them in the future. See, I'm kind of changing that to movie horror. I got a lot of moving stuff going on. I'm going to move a lot of stuff this weekend, actually. Kind of excites me to do that. Is that sad? It doesn't excite me sexually, but, well, maybe it does. Next one, Spec Fiction was running an awesome price on this. I got the 1/3 scale Gollum from WIWB. This normally retails for like $1,800. I got it for like 40% off. Brand new. It hasn't shipped yet, which is fine. I think it comes in January. I've wanted this piece for a long time because it's supposed to be amazing, but I couldn't justify $1,800 on such a small piece. Next piece I got is from Queen Studios. I saw this at New York Comic Con. I was very impressed. It's the 1/3 Heath Ledger Joker sitting down pose. And I got this because the price was spot on. And I did get the one with the rooted hair, not the sculpted hair. Also jump into another company here. I got the HCG Jeepers Creepers bust. I have a custom one that I don't like very much. The one thing I do like about it is it's wall mountable, but this will take the place of that, obviously not mounted on the wall. But I think these are some of the best horror movies out there. Big fan of them. And then F4 figures, or whatever they're called. Another horror piece, the Mimic statue. I'd never seen this before. I don't even know what it's from. I read what it's from in the description, but I can't really remember. And this just looked creepy as hell to me. I really like the concept of it. I figured I'd try and get it in and take a look and add it to the horror collection. Something different. Horror will be one of my endgame displays. And then let's jump to my Sideshow purchases. I pulled the trigger on the Gambit premium format. I saw this in New York City. I think this is one of the best Sideshow statues I've ever seen. It looked amazing. And this is unfortunate because I actually have 3 other Gambits on order. So that means Xtrumble people. We will definitely be doing some Xtrumbles. As you know, that's kind of the future of the channel, if you're a regular watcher. Next piece, I could not resist, Star Wars Sideshow's Rancor. I used to have the toy. My mother threw it out. She threw out all of our shit when we moved out. She's a great mother. She just did that. I'm saying that just in case you're watching, Mom. I don't know if she watches or not. But anyway, awesome piece. Really excited to add to my Star Wars collection. And along with that, I just PO'd their Ventress Mythos statue. Go with my Sith line. I thought I was done, but man, how can I be done when this came out? I have a custom Emperor Palpatine on order, but I might get Sideshows as well once they reveal it. Then my last piece is actually from Prime 1. It is the Assassin Predator, and I got the deluxe. I can't believe the price on this. It was outrageous. It was almost $3 grand. With shipping, it was $3 grand. I have no idea why I pulled the trigger on this because it was so much. Actually, I do know. I wanted it no matter what the price was, and I expected the price to be $2,000 max, so I almost choked when I saw it, but I just think it looks awesome. I hated the movie, but I love the character. So if you're new to the channel, you're like, holy shit, I can't believe you spent all that money in November. Well, if you're tenured to the channel, you know we're not done yet, baby. That's right, we're gonna keep going. So now we're gonna jump into a new category called custom orders. And if you're new, custom means it's a private commission that usually quantity of less than 100 are made. And one of these I can't share at all. So it's a Magneto, and that's all I'm going to tell you. I can't share anything about it. It's a Magneto, and that's all that's going on with that. And most of these, some of them actually won't take too long to get, but let's jump right in. First, this new company is making some Batman Samurai accessories. A lot of you saw this, and the price was pretty cheap. It was about 150 bucks, and you get all this stuff to go with my XM Studios Batman Samurai. Be pretty neat to see this. So I figured, why not? I'm going to keep those forever because those are awesome pieces. Also, I'm adding to my fatty line, Colorado Signature Collectibles, not Colorado, CO, which is an abbreviation for Colorado. Fat Aquaman is what I'm saying. Fat Aquaman, this sold out in like a few hours or a few days, I believe. It was outrageous, which surprised me because I like some of the other ones better, but I just wanted to complete the line. So got him, really excited. Next one is a Wolverine by Franco, which you guys know I can't say no to. Actually, I did say no to one, but love Wolverines by Franco. This is an X-Force Wolverine. I already have an X-Force Wolverine by Franco, actually autographed by Franco, but this is a little bit different. It's not as bloody. Really excited to see how this lands out. Next piece, I did something I swore I wouldn't do. I bought another kit. Kit means it's an unpainted statue, so this is a render of what it'll look like painted. But another thing, I have another custom thing that I've reviewed before. I think I might like this one better, but we're gonna do an Xtrumble, baby. This next piece here, I was on the fence and I actually turned it down 3 or 4 different times. And then I'm early access to another YouTube channel that I won't promote, but it rhymes with Schmint. And he reviewed it, and I finally saw some really up close videos of it. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger, got the last chromed one, because Silver Surfer is my favorite character. Really excited about this. It's going to go well with Gladiator Hulk, which actually I got a shipping notice for last night. Next one is a Hawkeye. I've been waiting for a Hawkeye to complete my Avengers collection, and I'm really excited because I need a Hawkeye, and I just saw a Vision revealed by some close friends of mine, actually, so gonna add him as well. But here's the Hawkeye, and this one is really unique. There is actually an exclusive, and I got the exclusive as well. Here's a picture of the exclusive switch out head. Awesome, awesome. Next one I couldn't be more excited about is another one for my Spidey display, a Rhino I've been waiting for. This looks amazing. I saw this on day one and I fell in love immediately. Probably one of my top 5 most anticipated pieces, which when you have over 100 coming, that says something. Very, very cool. Take a look at all these switch out torsos, switch out heads, and I think I'm not even showing all the switch outs crazily enough. And the last one was one they were only offering as a kit, so I was able to practice #restraint, but they didn't sell enough, so as predicted, they turned to painted. And this is, I believe, sculpted by Alejandro, who made all the phases. So if you're familiar with collecting, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to use this to replace, so it kind of is #restraint, my ARH Medusa, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I bought back in my earlier days, and I've never sold it because it's so heavy, so shipping would be a bitch. And that's it. So I purchased all those. Those are going to be arriving anytime between the next, I think 1 or 2 are coming in this upcoming month. So you'll see them in the video tomorrow, but some may take 2 years or more sometimes, which is unfortunate. So, but kind of the average wait is around a year. But really excited. All those pieces, when I get them in, I'm going to review them for you guys. We're going to do Xtrumbles for when we have multiple characters. I'll do an Xtrumble for that Medusa, even though I think that the new one will win pretty easily. But that's it. So that's why I went broke and probably divorced. And if you haven't seen the pattern lately, it's kind of like this. See that? That's not me dancing. I'm not drunk. It's 4 in the morning. Or am I? But anyway, that may be why I got divorced. But in December, I'm probably going to tone it down a little bit because Black Friday started this week. So I bought my kids a shitload of stuff. And they watch this, so I can't say what it is. They probably don't watch this long though, but yeah. Anyway, but thanks for watching, guys. Really exciting time for me, really exciting time to share all that shit. What I want to know from you guys is, what did you buy in the month of November? Why did you go broke? Let me know what cool things you bought. And it's not limited to just statue collecting. If you bought a new high-end Apple Watch or a new car, my boy Edwin, man, he bought his wife a Porsche. Congrats to that. Don't share that with our wives, though. But again, thanks for watching so much, guys. Please hit that like button. Please leave a comment below. It helps the visibility of the channel, especially with all this YouTube bullshit happening. I want to make sure this channel stays commercially viable. Not necessarily the monetization. I want to just keep doing it. And if I start over somewhere else, as you know, that's a possibility. I'm just ranting now. I don't want to rebuild the subscriber base. Any YouTuber, we've worked our asses off to get where we're going to be. So especially if they cancel my channel before the 5K giveaway, how fucking shitty would that be? I'd have to find some other way to do it, because I would do it. But again, take care, guys.